Hey guys, it's bass time. How's it going? It's your buddy Keith, and I am here live again in the control room at Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in Southend-on-Sea, England, baby. I've got a really cool artist endorsed custom shop ESP Amaze jazz bass to share with y'all today. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button, hit subscribe. You're going to see some awesome stuff, hear some awesome stories, and get a little education once in a while from your buddy Keith. Yes! So, it can't all just be guitars. We gotta have a little something special for our bass friends. Can't neglect the bassists of the world. And so we're doing a video today on this custom shop ESP from the Sado custom shop. It's where all of their best bolt-on guitars and basses are built. And I'm not even sure if ESP makes a neck-through bass model. I think a lot of their stuff is kind of based around Fender designs. And yeah, this is obviously their custom shop take on a Fender jazz bass. But think of it on steroids. So check out the custom shop logo. It's very different from the standard ESP logos. It's got what's called the fishhook or the New York style headstock. This is what they modified. Originally, ESP were pretty much blatant, direct rip-offs, direct copies of Fender designs. And when they modified their headstock, after, I guess, threats of legal action, this is the design that they came up with for both guitars and basses. It looks slightly different on guitar. But yeah, this kind of fishhook bit there, often referred to as the New York style headstock. And I don't know the story behind that. They obviously had a shop in the 80s and I think early 90s, the 48th Street New York custom shop for ESP. And maybe that's where that design was created. Not sure. But if you check out the forums, very old posts back in the day, that's what you will often see it referred to as. Yes! So, what else do we have here? We've got knobs. Lots and lots of knobs. We've got a really, really beefy high mass bridge. That looks gorgeous, looks stunning. We've got ESP hand-wound custom shop pickups. It's their very own design. We've got a spoke wheel truss rod adjustment, which is just like the best thing ever invented for stringed instruments. Yeah, this should be mandatory on every guitar and bass ever made. They should pass a law somewhere. And he had two pick guards as well. So who's the artist that had this? Well, the artist that got this bass made for him is a guy named Ed Poole. He's a British guy, and he has played for everyone. He has an illustrious career that spans all the way back to the 80s, and I mean, he's had he recorded Sam Brown's hit record. He was the MD, that's the music director for Bonnie Tyler. Holy smokes. MD is pretty much, for those that aren't familiar with band lingo, the MD is usually a bassist for whatever reason. I guess they're the tone pros, the tone and sound geniuses. And so you often see that the MD is a bassist and is generally like the manager of the band, the backing band for a solo artist. So, for instance, we have had Dua Lipa's backing band members in here, and their bassist, the bassist is the MD of that group of individuals. So, yes, that's how it goes. And Ed Poole has pulled MD duties for, I think, quite a few artists. He's done television and movie stuff. I mean, he's just done it all. And he's endorsed by ESP and a local, well-known bass amplifier company called Ashdown. They're right down the road from us here in Essex. So, yes, very, very cool, very rare opportunity to get an ESP endorsed artist, especially a British endorsed artist. You see a lot of funky stuff coming from Japan and Japanese artists who are relatively unknown in the West. But to get a UK endorsed bass player's instrument, custom shop instrument, is Well, frankly, this is the first one I've ever seen. Yeah. So very, very, very cool. The body looks like nice natural ash. Great tone wood there. You've got a beefy 5-string one-piece maple neck, guys. This piece of wood is awesome. I'll flip her over here. So there you can see the natural finish of that ash body. And then this beautiful maple neck. There you go. Really nice heavy-duty tuners. And then there's your Sado Custom Shop serial number stamped on the back. So very different from the standard series or other ESP runs. This is pure custom shop, and this is, you know, what you get from endorsed artists. There's no serial number on the neck plate. So again, you only get this type of neck plate, and it's the 4-bolt Fender 60 style. You only get that from the custom shop. And really nice as well. You've got the ESP brushed steel, recessed, quick access for the 9-volt battery there. Very, very cool. And then you have your little recessed, I guess, control access for what you got going on down here. There you go, guys. Really pretty bass. And if you are a Fender Jazz guy, I challenge you, I highly recommend you get an ESP, a Japanese ESP, jazz bass or P bass, because you won't be touching your Fender again. These are awesome. These are like the best of the best. If you think of a Fender Deluxe, like a USA Deluxe, I think that's where you start to get into the truss rod adjustment things, like the nicer little bits, you know, but custom shop, hand wound pickups, high mass bridge, the crazy tonal options that you got going over here. By the way, these pots are so nice. Like, a cheap pot is real flimsy, and the knobs feel like they're just going to fall off. These all have good weight to them. They're detented, every single one, and it just feels like $1,000,000. That's all I can say there. Cool, guys. Well, I think you've got a great idea of what this is like in person. Condition-wise, this thing's real close to mint. I mean, there's a few minor, very, very minor marks. They don't even show up in the video. Yeah, I mean, there's no scratches or chips or anything like that on it. Nothing I can see. I can see very, very, very just minor, like, marks from handling the instrument. It's as close to new as you're going to get from a toured bass, an endorsed artist's bass. Yeah, very awesome. All right, guys, I got to scram. I've got so many videos I have to do for you today. Got a bunch of stuff I have to move out of the studio. We've got some awesome guitars over here. I think we're done for basses for the day. I think this is the only bass of the day. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And keep telling your friends about the channel, guys. We're close to 10,000 subscribers. And big things happen to us with YouTube once we get there. So we need about 1,200 more. We're doing real well. We're rocking and rolling. Really appreciate all the help. And if you want to buy this bass, it will be going up for sale on our website, EssexRecordingStudios.com, and on Reverb.com. You can go to Reverb.com and type in ESP Amaze bass, ESP custom shop bass. You'll see it. Our website's now hosted by Shopify, so you can check out with like any of the normal payment methods. It's all safe, all secure. We'll ship to anywhere in the world. And if you want to come record with us and use the space, you're more than welcome to, guys. That's why we've got all these fancy amps and stuff. We even have some fancy bass amps. These are all Mesa Boogie bass heads. We've got the Bassist M2000, the M-Pulse 600 with the parametric EQ, and then down at the bottom there, we've got the Big Block 750, baby. So we got some good bass stuff. Oh, and over in there, you might see some Ampeg. We got some Ampeg fridges. We've got an orange 8x10 fridge. Yeah, we got some cool stuff, guys. So thanks for hanging out. Whew! I might have to go get some lunch, and then more videos coming up next. Later, dudes.